EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Prescott off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. There's Chris Olave. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Davion Taylor drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 67 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now this one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, it's Burke, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that leads to a New Orleans first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A first down throw for Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Olave holds it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
6 yards left on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A second down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Prescott looks to throw on first. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
46 and 47.
First down, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert off of play action. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Now on the option, here's Herbert.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught by Olave.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards there, a big one.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
46.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out.
And the Saints are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw will be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down at 7.
Kill. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jelani Woods, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown! A great effort there. 58 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, You got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
4th down, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Olave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go 47.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Prescott to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Here's Herbert.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To the air again, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. He's got the 1st down and more.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress.